Raising a child who isn't biologically yours is an act of pure love. You give your time, your energy, and your heart, expecting nothing in return but mutual respect. That's what I thought I had with my stepdaughter, Lily. I married her mother, Sarah, when Lily was only 6. Her biological father, Mark, had walked out when she was 2. No visits, no calls, no child support, nothing. He was a ghost. Meanwhile, I was there for everything. First day of school, Mr. Dance recitals, Mr. Doctor appointments, Mr. teaching her how to drive. Mr. For years, I thought of her as my own daughter, and I truly believed she saw me as her father. I was wrong. Lily got engaged at 26, and I was thrilled. I had watched her grow into a beautiful, intelligent woman, and I was ready to walk her down the aisle. One evening, she invited Sarah and me to dinner. "Mom, Dad," she said with a big smile, "I have some news. I want Dad to walk me down the aisle." I felt a lump in my throat. "Wow, Lily, that means the world to me." She looked at me confused. "Oh, no, I meant my real dad." Silence. I looked at Sarah, hoping she would say something. She just lowered her gaze, clearly uncomfortable. "You mean Mark?" I finally asked. She nodded. "Yeah, I reconnected with him a few months ago. We've been talking, and I want him to be a part of my big day." I forced myself to stay calm. "Lily, I understand that you want to rebuild a relationship with him, but I raised you. I was there when he wasn't. You're really choosing him over me?" She sighed. "It's nothing personal. I just want my real dad to be in the wedding party." That word, real, cut deeper than she could ever imagine. As if that wasn't enough, things only got worse. Lily sent out the official wedding itinerary a week later. I wasn't just not walking her down the aisle. I wasn't even in the wedding party. But Mark, he had been given my role. He was the one who would sit at the family table. He was the one giving the speech. He was the one getting introduced as father of the bride. I had been completely erased. Sarah tried to console me. "She's just excited about reconnecting with her father. She doesn't mean to hurt you." But I was done making excuses for Lily. I had one last ace up my sleeve. There was one thing Lily seemed to forget. I was the one paying for the wedding, not Mark. Mister, I had covered the venue, the catering, the flowers, the decorations, everything. And that's when it hit me. Why should I fund an event where I wasn't even acknowledged? So I canceled every single check. The venue, gone. The catering, canceled. The decorations, vanished. I wasn't going to pay thousands of dollars just to sit in the audience while the man who abandoned her got all the glory. It didn't take long before my phone exploded with calls and messages. Lily was furious. "How could you do this?" she screamed when she finally reached me. I stayed calm. "How could you erase me from your life like I never mattered?" She stuttered. I just wanted to have my real dad involved." "Well," I said, "now you can see if your real dad is willing to pay for the wedding." There was silence. We both knew the answer. Mark was a deadbeat. He had no money, no savings, no job stability. He couldn't pay for the wedding. Sarah later told me that, after realizing I wasn't going to budge, Lily broke down in tears. She tried to find last-minute replacements for everything I had canceled, but it was too late. Vendors were booked, deposits were lost, and she was forced to drastically downsize her dream wedding. And Mark? He didn't stick around for long. The moment he realized he wasn't getting a luxurious, all-expenses-paid event, he bailed. Lily had placed her trust in a man who had abandoned her once, and he did it again. A few months after the disastrous wedding, Lily reached out. She was humbled. She apologized. She admitted she had taken me for granted. She admitted that she had been blinded by the idea of reconnecting with her biological father and had forgotten the man who had always been there for her. I listened, but I didn't accept her apology right away. Instead, I told her, "Lily, love isn't just about words, it's about actions. You showed me exactly where I stood in your life. Now you have to prove to me that you truly regret it." It took time, but eventually she did. She rebuilt our relationship, this time with true appreciation. But she never got that fairy tale wedding back, and she learned a valuable lesson that day. Never take for granted the people who were always there for you. Moral of the story? Loyalty isn't about blood. It's about who stood by you when no one else did. And if someone erases you from their life, when it suits them, don't be afraid to walk away and let them learn the hard way.